My hair looks surprisingly neat. I don't know how I've managed this.
Said Harley is gay. Oh my god. That's crazy. I can't believe this rumor is still spreading. Oh! Xianyan! Multiple characters are not voiced in this quest in English. I am gonna voice them. I wanna, like, you know, channel them a little bit when I'm doing the voices, so because I find it fun to challenge myself a little bit. Oh.
Look, it's Hotel! She looks kind of troubled. Shall we go say hi? Hey! Stop right there, heroes!
Shit, okay.
What the? Oh, Xiangling! I was just kidding around. Happy Lantern Rite. Hope I didn't scare ya.
No.
Of course not. We were just about to go say hi to Hotel. I noticed, which is why I stopped you. We can't disturb her now or we won't get to see the brand spanking new Director Who.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I gave her a new outfit as a gift, but she's so used to her uniform that she's hesitant to try it on.
Oh.
Ooh, what kind of outfit is it? A bright red one, of course. The color of prosperity and the color of Lantern Rite.
I think Hu Tao uses diligence, but like, go off, Xiangling.
But just so you're aware, Hu Tao's not really been herself lately. Whenever I invite her to hang out, she either finds an excuse not to come or spends the whole time staring into space.
No. I love this little animation.
I've tried asking her what's wrong, but she won't even admit there's a problem. Anyway, so that outfit was my way of saying that I'm here as her friend, and I hope she'll feel better soon. Paimon was just thinking that she looked kind of troubled.
But you've never seen Hu Tao like this before. What could it possibly be? Just then, you feel something cool against your face. Someone has crept up behind you and is now covering your eyes. Guess who? Oh. I recognize this! Imagine that being Zhongli! I recognize those dulcet tones anywhere, Zhongli. Oh, I see. So our consultant is the one you miss the most? You're breaking my heart, Harley. I was just kidding. Happy Lantern Rite. Hee hee. Happy Lantern Rite.
Wow, Hu Tao! Is that a new outfit? It looks great!
All thanks to Xiangling. Apparently, it was a custom made by a designer from Fontaine. I hope I didn't put you out too much.
Nope. The tailor happened to be in Liyue looking for a change of scenery and fresh inspiration. We got talking and really hit it off, so it was no trouble at all.
Well, that's good. Thanks again, Xiangling. You have exquisite taste.
Oh, stop! I'm just glad you like it.
So, Hu Tao, what's been bothering you? Huh? Why would you ask that? Is it my tone of voice? Not as sweet and melodious as you're used to?
Your voice is as sweet as ever, Hu Tao, but we're your friends. You can't hide how you're feeling from us, no matter how hard you may try.
All right. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, I promise. It's just, I've been struggling with a work-related thing.
Work-related? You mean the funeral parlor?
Uh-huh. So, you see, it's a part of my duty as the director. Besides, it's Lantern Rite. I don't want you worrying about me when you're supposed to be enjoying the festival. So relax. Everything will be a-okay, because Director Who will find a way.
You stressing about work? That's gotta be a first. Guess it must be something super complicated, huh?
Yep, it's a doozy. I feel like I've been banging my head against a brick wall. Let's go get Kuching. She'll know what to do.
Huh? You think Kuching would be able to help?
She can at least teach Hu Tao about work-life balance.
Good idea! Especially since it's festival season. I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs is putting on a street fair with loads of cool stuff to do. Forget about work for now, Hu Tao. Come have fun with us. Yeah, take some time to relax and recover your energy. Then you'll knock this thing out in no time.
I'd love to, but I'm afraid I have a meeting to get to. A real meeting. I'm not just making excuses.
Aw, really? You sure you can't get out of it?
How about this? You guys go on ahead, and I'll meet you at the fair when I'm done. Sound good?
Okay, fair enough. But don't take too long. And after the fair, how about we all have a meal at Wanmin Restaurant? My treat, of course.
Always at the fucking restaurant that, like, her dad runs.
Count me in. I could never turn down Xingling's cooking.
Me neither! Paimon's drooling already.
Sounds like a plan. Hope your meeting goes well, Hu Tao. Don't worry about me. Get yourselves to the fair. I'll join you as soon as I can. Liyue celebrates and 8 adepts face a hidden calamity. This is the custom gift envelope stall. You can pick your preferred design, leave a custom message, and hand them out to friends and family. If you're interested, Madame Lanyan, please take a look.
I take it these coins go inside the envelope? They look a little different from regular Mora.
That's right. These are special edition fortune coins, issued by the coinage office. There are 12 designs in total, each engraved with motifs from the Guiyan sigils that
Fuck. I fucked it.
There are 12 designs in total, each engraved with motifs from the Guiyan sigils that represent different blessings. Take this one, for example. This design is...
The sign of Vice Ravana! Yes, originally an exorcism sigil, widely used in thaumaturgy. These days, it's used as a lucky charm to prevent disaster and bring favor. Quite popular with business owners, hoping for peace and prosperity. Oh, I interrupted you, didn't I? Oh, sorry. I just got a little carried away. I meant no offense, Lady Yujing.
None taken, Madame Lan. Really, it's my honor to meet a member of the historic Lan lineage. Your ancestors hailed from the 12 tribes of Chenyu Vale, and were renowned for their proficiency in the mystic arts.
You flatter me, Lady Yujing. My family are but distant relatives. We would hardly consider ourselves the true heirs to that illustrious lineage.
There's no need to be humble. Your knowledge of the Guiyan sigils is very impressive, a rare find in the Liyue harbor of today. True heir or not, you do your ancestors proud, and given your level of erudition in this area, I may find myself requesting your help in the future.
Well, I won't deny that I pride myself on my level of learning. So by all means, it would be my pleasure to assist the Lady Yujing.
Ka-ching! Hard at work with the festivities as usual, huh?
Ah, Harley and Paimon. And Xingling, too. I was just thinking about you this morning, wondering if I'd get to see you during the festival. I hope you're keeping a reasonable work-life balance this year? Oh, don't even go there. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has had so much to do this lantern rite. Oh, before I forget, everyone, this is Madame Lanyan, a master craftswoman from the Chenyu Vale Artisans Association. She kindly agreed to help the Ministry of Civil Affairs with this year's street fair. In a short while, you'll get to see her work.
Wow, nice to meet you, Madame Lan.
Madame Lan, allow me to introduce...
The Traveler, her buddy Paimon, and Xiangling. Hello.
Everyone just knows this.
It seems you're getting carried away again, Madame Lan.
Oh, sorry. Interrupted again, didn't I? It's just quite exciting. Meeting these 3 people I've heard so much about. I never imagined I'd get the chance.
She speaks quite slowly, I've noticed.
I think you mean 2 people, right? I'm just a chef. A good one, but it's not that much to get excited about. You don't need to include me just to be polite.
Oh, I beg to differ. The first meal I ate in Liyue Harbor was at Wanmin Restaurant. Xiangling's cooking gave my taste buds plenty to be excited about.
Hello, Madam Lan. Nice to meet a master craftswoman.
Please, call me Lanyan. And I'm no
Oh,
master
Lanyan, okay.
craftswoman. Just a humble maker of handicrafts.
I'm sure anyone who's seen your work would disagree. Speaking of which, I'm sure you'd all like to see it. Why don't you come with me, and I'll show you. Here it is. This is a game for the street fair, where you duel with rattan figures. It's called Immortal Combat. There are 8 rattan figures in total, and thanks to some ingenious design work, they can move around on their own. Madame Lan took inspiration from the legend of the 8 Adepts. Astonishing, isn't it?
Sounds amazing! But what are the 8 adepts? Are they
Oh,
like
Adepts.
Adepti?
They're not actually Adepti, but 8 legendary people said to have had Adeptus-like abilities, which earned them the title of the 8 Adepts.
Wow, Paimon's never heard that story before.
Or 8 Adepts, sorry. Brain doesn't work. They were only around for a short time, and it was 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, so their stories aren't nearly as well known as those of the actual Adepti. Also, did you notice this year's Mingxiao lantern when you arrived at the harbour?
Shaped like a huge tree, right?
I did not notice. I'm going to be so real.
Yes. It's said that during the Archon War period, there was a divine mountain in Liyue with a giant tree on its summit.
Oh!
A tree who was also a god, named Taodo.
Mmm. Hu Tao? And there's also butterflies. Okay, yeah, this is related to Hu Tao. This is related to like the circle of life and death and the crossing over the border into the beyond. This is slated to Omen Soul. It's
Oh, I think I heard that one from a storyteller once. The sanctification of Tao Du. So Tao Du is the giant tree?
Isn't it Do?
and this tree was also a god?
Correct. Back then, people thought that behind Taodo was the realm of the dead, and if you committed grave sins in life, your soul would be unable to pass beyond that tree and into the afterlife.
Hmm. Yeah, it's the Borderlands. Interesting.
Even today, in my hometown, people still say things like, "You'll never cross Mount Taodu when you die." It's very insulting, though, so don't go around repeating it.
Yeah, it's a little bit insulting. Okay, interesting. I guess it's the voice direction has been due.
When the Archon War arrived, Taodu was dragged into the fighting, disturbing the realm of the dead. The boundary between life and death became blurred, and death began to encroach on the realm of the living.
The Abyss?
Oh no! And then what?
That's where the sanctification of Tao Du comes in. The 8 Adepts rose up to solve the crisis and laid down a great magic array to purify Tao Du.
This feels familiar somehow.
Exactly. After that, Taodu's remains...
You know what, I'm going to say Do, because that feels more correct.
After that, Taodo's remains sank into the ley lines and became a border, separating the living of Liyue from the dead.
This is like a Night Kingdom. This is like a fucking night...
Wait! The border? The border between life and death? That's where it comes from?
So the legends say, but who knows if it's true?
So this is kind of like the origin of where Hu Tao's job comes from, essentially, and like her family's lineage.
Those 8 adepts must be super powerful if they could purify a god. Are we sure they weren't just adepti?
Yep. And in fact, their tale specifically emphasizes that most of them were ordinary humans.
The natlan of it all.
If I remember right, they were from several groups that joined forces. A Guiqiang one, a Lianshan one, and...
I quite like the pronunciation on that. I don't know whether that was actually accurate, but it sounded nice.
Right! The 3 hermits of Guizang, the 2 sages of Lianshan, and the 3 beasts of Tao Du. Collectively, the 8 Adepts. The mainstream narrative holds that the Guizang hermits and the Lianshan sages were human.
Lianshan. hurts me spiritually.
I know one of the hermits was Wind Reader, said to be the founder of the ancient art of Chi-Men divination. If I'm not mistaken, he hailed from the 12 tribes of Tenyu Vale. His descendants became the Lan clan, and kept the art of Chi-Men divination alive. Madam Lan, correct me if I'm wrong?
That's certainly what the clan genealogies claim, although my personal knowledge of Chi-Men divination is very patchy.
The second hermit story is somewhat more amusing. He mastered the art of fishing with a rod and a line, and became known to the people as the Yunlai Angler. You may have heard of Yunlai swordsmanship, nope, which is the style I trained in. Oh. Both that style and its more ancient variant have their origins in the Yunlai Angler's rod-wielding techniques.
Seriously? Did Shinsho tell you that? Because it sounds like something right out of a martial arts novel. So what about the third hermit?
That would be the Wuwang Kid, also known as Old Man Wuwang.
That mixed messages.
The story goes that he always presented himself in child form.
Shabalonke.
As a hermit, his expertise lay with Qi Huang sigils, which he used to catch demons, heal disease, and protect lives from the encroaching presence of death.
Damn.
A Wangsheng funeral parlor should be best acquainted with his story, since their founders were said to have studied under the Wuwang Kid.
Oh, is it Wuwang Hill that's all spooky?
They were just ordinary people like you and me, but when faced with mounting disasters, they used what strength they had to guard the border between life and death. Fortunately, they were aided by their knowledge of a secret art, which the funeral parlor still practices to this day.
So it's true? The Wangsheng funeral parlor really does have a secret art?
Mm-hmm.
I heard from Hu Tao that she has a flaming staff handed down by her forebears.
It's all Homer. It's all the way
Apparently
down.
has special powers used for cleansing rituals.
It's always Homer.
But it could just be another one of her tall tales. Oh, you probably haven't met Hu Tao yet, have you? She's the director at the funeral parlor.
I've never had the pleasure, but I've certainly heard of Director Hu Tao.
Okay, well, these Guizhong hermits sound pretty legit. How about the two sages and the three beasts? What's their story?
They're really packing us with lore just in this one conversation, huh?
One was Sage Hu, a master of gourd crafts, and the other was Sage Qian, an expert in bronze mirrors.
Who? Question mark?
Very little information survives on these two. All we know is that they practice the secret art of Lianshan, earning them the title of the two sages of Lianshan.
I heard there's a hidden palace deep in the mountains south of the Stone Gate. Traditionally, that's believed to be where they retreated for cultivation.
Yeah. I think I know what she's talking about.
As for the three beasts, their retreat was to Mount Taodo, hence the three beasts of Taodo. As their title suggests, those three were not humans.
So, what were they? Monsters or something?
They were... Ganyu?
Huh? All three of them?
That's so funny.
Happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Oh, right. Ganyu's here. Okay.
Happy Lantern Rite, Ganyu.
I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Of course not.
What is it? Ningguang's back? Yes, the others have arrived too. Got it. Thanks. My apologies, everyone, but I've got to go. Ganyu and I have some important work to attend to.
Aw, what? Not you too? Seems like everyone's busy with work.
You know what it's like. The festival season is upon us, so it's all systems go at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Don't worry, everything's fine. Yes, you should focus on enjoying everything that the street fair has to offer. And if you find anything is not to your satisfaction, we will welcome your feedback. Bye for now, everyone.
One second, Ganyu.
What is it, Harley?
Don't forget to take breaks. Look after yourself.
The traveler's being especially nice today.
What the fuck do you mean? Am I not always nice?
Well, what other option does she have? It's not like she can drag them away from their desks and force them to have fun against their will.
Me. When I'm atting my friends like, hey, get in VC, hop on Minecraft, and they're like, hey, I have stuff to do. I have like family commitments. I've got to sleep. I've got to go to work. I'm like, no, unallowed.
Thanks for your concern. We'll be sure to take care. And I hope you'll do the same.
I actually have something I need to do as well. So I should get to the Wangshang funeral parlor.
Oh, are you looking for Hu Tao? She's supposed to meet us here so we can grab lunch. Why don't you come with? If you don't mind the extra company, of course.
Not at all. I'd love to. What a nice surprise.
Oh, it is Tao.
Perfect. Hu Tao should have joined us here by now. I guess her meeting overran. Why don't we head to the funeral parlor? Okay, let's go!
Pretty. Aww.
Cute. Earlier, just outside the funeral parlor.
So, in other words, Butler Anne, you'd like to go without the drums?
Exactly. Since this has come at such a festive time, I'd rather keep things low-key to avoid disturbing the celebrations.
Understood. What about paper effigies for burning? We can do mansions, chariots, boats, or sedan chairs.
Sure, but let's stick with something small. His lordship has never been a fan of ostentation.
In that case, how about an effigy of a silk gown? Something to please the family, but not too over the top. Does that sound all right?
It sounds perfect. You think of everything, Director Hu.
Great. And will you be providing your own cinerary casket?
Yes. His lordship had one made 2 years ago, in fact. He sourced an excellent block of gloomwood and had an artisan convert it into a casket. It's currently being stored at the old family house at Yilong Wharf.
Gloomwood is a good choice. Flame resistant, water resistant, and insect resistant. Now, what about the mourning tent and the procession? Did the family say what style they want? We can certainly keep them simple, but I wouldn't recommend foregoing them entirely. You don't want the public speculating about why the Feiyun Commerce Guild couldn't seem to afford a proper burial, a proper funeral.
You read my mind. Master expressed the same concern, but he also said he has full confidence in the Wangshang funeral parlor's judgment in this area.
Very well. Then my suggestion for the tent would be sloped roofs, one with a ridge spine, 2 of them curved at the top. 36 seats, no more, no less, and all with fresh silk covers. But not just any silk. They should be decorated with the Feiyun symbols. At the front, we want a moon gate, a grand preceptor armchair, and bamboo railings. Sufficiently grand, but tasteful and measured. Would this be suitable, Butler Anne?
That sounds ideal. Oh, and we should put some rugs down. Make them tortoiseshell. His lordship is very fond of that color.
That can be arranged. How about the procession?
Master requested no music procession, but 16 pallbearers. Nothing flashy. Plain clothes will do, as long as they're smart and all dressed the same.
And the carriage?
Open sedan chair, please, with 4 pairs of white plaques and 20 pairs of red plaques.
This is a whole thing. I hope she's taking notes.
Any ceremonial weaponry and such?
Yes. 2 sets of gold weaponry and 2 sets of soul banners, 4 items per set.
Okay. For the gold weaponry, a 4-piece set would be the mace, battle axe, stirrup, and fist. So 2 each of those. And then we would do 2 clear passage banners, plus 2 each of the flying tiger, flying carp, and flying turtle banners.
That will do nicely.
All right. Last thing. How about the hanging banner and the portrait pavilion?
For the hanging banner, we want an octagonal tube with 8 tassels per corner and a dome of red gauze covering the top. As for the portrait pavilion, we're looking to do 1 incense pavilion with 2 spare rooms. One as a changing room, the other as a display room. And we'd like a plain white cover over the whole thing.
This funeral was very confusing as a Chinese person.
Did you want that embroidered?
Ah, I knew I missed something. The family neglected to consider that in their sorrow. but it's a minor detail. What would your suggestion be?
Well, the Fae and Commerce Guild is a large and prosperous family with 4 generations living under one roof. As the founder of this family, his lordship could not be more blessed. Added to that, he has reached a ripe old age, lived a virtuous life, and is spending his final days in peace and comfort. All in all, he has lived a very complete life. In which case, I'd recommend embroidering a bats of longevity. In which case, I'd recommend embroidering a bats of longevity motif and a cranes and deer of youth motif to pass on his good fortune to the next generation.
Excellent! I must say, Director Who, you really understand your clients.
Of course, think nothing of it. Huh? Ah, Miss Bywin.
Greetings, Director Who. Lady Ningguang has arrived, and she would be most grateful if you could join her at Yujing Terrace.
Wow, that was quick. All right, I'll head over in 2 ticks. Butler An, my sincere apologies, but I'm afraid I have another meeting to get to.
Of course. I've taken plenty of your time already. Don't let me keep you.
Fairy, can I leave you to follow up on the Feiyun funeral arrangements?
Of course, Director. I'll handle it.
Her name was Fairy Lady?
The Who family is truly blessed. It seems their directors go from strength to strength with each generation.
I agree. She was born for the job.
Ah, yes, Madam Undertaker. I didn't get the chance to discuss payment with the director.
There's no rush. I gathered from your conversation that the situation is still unfolding. This was just an initial meeting, so that we can make advanced preparations, yes?
That's right. Master asked me to come a few days ahead of time so that things aren't rushed at the last minute. On that note, please do keep everything strictly confidential for now. No public announcements.
Of course. You have my word.
Thanks. Could I trouble you for a pro forma invoice? Easier for the family to review that way.
I'll get that to you in due course. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Hey, Fairy! We're looking for Hu Tao. Is she here?
You just missed her, unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
Oh. Any idea when she'll be back?
She didn't say, but she only left a moment ago. She could be some time. If it's anything urgent, I'd be happy to take a message for you and I'll relay it to her as soon as she returns.
Oh, no, it's nothing urgent.
If you'd prefer to speak with her directly, you can always wait till she's free.
Well, this sucks. I thought Hu Tao would be done with work by now. I guess she's got more on her plate than we realized. Well, there's not much point in hanging around
Completely
here.
broke the tone.
Why don't we go eat and come back later? Paimon is getting a little hungry. But shouldn't we wait for Hu Tao? It sounded like she's gonna be a while. Besides, I can always fire up the stove again when she's back. Okay, sounds good. Madam Lan, you must be getting hungry too, right? You should come with us. Madam Lan? Oh, sorry. I spaced out. Whatever works for you. Alright, Fairy. We'll head off then. Can you let Hu Tao know where we are when she gets back?
Sure. Take care, everyone. Butler Ann?
Ma'am, do you happen to know who that young lady with the black hair is?
I haven't met her before, but that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Chenyu Vale,
Something the matter?
Sus.
Well, it's just... So the other day, when I was out shopping, I ran into her and Master. They were chatting away, and I noticed that she showed him a very peculiar-looking rattan figure. Later that day, as I was moving his lordship to a more comfortable bedroom, I saw something underneath his bed. And would you know it, it was that same rattan figure.
Is it
There
rattan?
was some kind of spell written on it.
I didn't
It was
realize that was how
icy
it's
cold
pronounced.
to the touch and made the whole room chilly. The whole thing seems very sinister.
Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting that there could be unnatural causes behind his lordship's condition? Well,
I've heard they practice Chi-Man magic in Chenyu Vale. Pentad fortune conveyance, fate transference, and the like.
The last thing I want to do is start suspecting anyone, but with his lordship bedridden and Master urging me to start discussing funeral arrangements, I can't help but think.
Are they doing a
Sorry.
racism?
Look at me rambling away. I'm sure I'm just being paranoid. Please forget I said anything, and certainly don't repeat this to anyone else.
Or culturalism? I don't
worry,
know.
Butler Ann. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor understands the importance of discretion. Client confidentiality is paramount.
Hmm.
Dad, I brought some friends over. I'm cooking today. Dad? Dad?
Over here, Xiangling.
The fuck?
Oh, there he is. He's over at Ying R's place. Let's
Oh?
go say hi.
Should have gone to Specsavers, mate.
Huh? Timaeus? What's wrong with him?
Oh.
That scent. Oh, this is so embarrassing. A few days ago, he said he wanted to come and spend the festival with me, but he started to feel unwell as soon as he arrived last night, and now he's gone and passed out. I
Oh.
think maybe the journey took it out of him, or perhaps he caught a cold on the way. Anyway, I was about to take him to Boo Boo Pharmacy to see the doctor, so I asked Chef Mao to watch the store while I'm gone.
Wait, you weren't gonna carry him all that way by yourself, were you? Let us help.
Why do I feel like she's really fucking strong?
I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
Don't mention it. Let's just get him to the doctor.
If you're sure. I'm very grateful for the help.
Why don't I watch the store? As it happens, I know a thing or two about perfume.
I'm sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, this is Madame Lan Yen, a craftswoman from Chenyu Vale. You can trust her.
Oh, a friend of yours then. Thank you, Madame Lanyen. That would be a huge help.
Xiangling, I guess that means we're free to head back. Let's get cooking so the troops can feast on their triumphant return.
Great minds think alike, Dad. Go on, get Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy. And don't forget to come eat when you're done.
Thank you all.
Meanwhile, you bring Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy, where Baiju takes him to the back room for examination, Ayo. You're surprised to see two other familiar faces there. I'm gonna have to do Chung Chung now, aren't I? Harley, Paimon, it's been a long time. Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite, Xingqiu and Chongyun. Thank you. Here's hoping it will be.
What do you mean by that? Oh no, did you get sick too?
No, not me. Xingqiu. It's all right. These are dear friends. The truth needn't be hidden from them. It's my great-grandfather. A few days ago, he didn't have the strength to get out of bed, and now he's slipped into a coma.
Oh no! Sorry to hear that. That sounds really serious.
It's not looking good. We've had several doctors come in and see him, but none of them could tell what was wrong, and all left without even writing a prescription.
None of them could figure out what it was? That seems strange.
Well, he is over 100 years old now. It's just, we're struggling to come to terms with it. Our butler came to see me a few days ago, insisting that great-grandfather has been cursed. He urged me to get an exorcist involved. So, I went to take a look, and inside his lordship's room, there was definitely a strange chill in the air, but I'm confident it's not caused by evil spirits. Should have died like 20 years ago. Why are you surprised? I know, right? Then was it? What is it? Well, this is just a theory, but I think that... It's fine. You can say. It's fetor of death, a sign that death is near.
Oh no. Xingqiu, this must be so hard for you.
Thank you. I'll be okay. Honestly, my father and grandfather are the hardest hit by it, but we're as prepared as we can be under the circumstances. I believe my brother's already contacted the funeral parlor, and I'm here to see if Dr. Baiju can help. My father and grandfather are at home fasting and praying.
feeling any better?
Much better. I feel fit as a twiddle. I'm sure this is all because I forgot to eat breakfast.
It's fit as a fiddle, dear. As in the instrument, not the finger twitching.
It's nothing serious, probably just exhaustion from the long journey, then not resting properly afterwards.
It's all my fault.
I'm prescribing a nutritious soup to be taken every night before bed. Here's the
Soup.
recipe. That should sort him out. But if his symptoms persist, make sure to come and see me again.
Thank you, Dr. Baiju.
Looks like Timaeus is gonna be alright. That's a relief.
Ying-Ah says you helped bring me here. Thank you ever so much. Don't mention it.
Ying-ar, you should probably get this guy back right away. Baiju says he needs to rest.
Agreed. Plus, I shouldn't keep Madame Lanyan waiting too long. Drop by later when you've got a second, so I can thank you both properly.
Didn't rest at night, Ying-Ah. It's all my fault.
Dr. Baiju.
Ah, Master Xingqiu. I won't beat around the bush. The situation is looking a little more complicated than I'd initially thought.
I love how he just comes out with this without asking, oh, hey, do you want to go somewhere more private?
What do you mean?
Baiju wasn't speaking the whole truth just now. Timaeus' situation is exceptionally strange and strikingly similar to his lordship's condition.
Wait, so Timaeus has the same illness as my great-grandfather?
It would appear so, although it's debatable whether it is an illness per se.
Oh.
The truth is, they are both aging at an accelerated rate.
What? Really?
Yes, significantly faster than the average person. But so far, I have not managed to determine the cause.
Not only does it mystify Baiju, even I've never witnessed such a malady. Unless, of course, it was so long ago that I have since forgotten. Timaeus is in the prime of his life, so a little extra exhaustion is nothing dangerous. But his lordship is so advanced in years already.
That's terrible. So something is surreptitiously cutting years off their lives?
Cutting years off their lives? What a turn of phrase. That sounds horrible.
Baishu even tried using the secret art on Timaeus earlier, but it was useless. This is a most stubborn disease.
There are a few other remedies I can try, even if it's just trial and error at this point. This morning I sent Chi-Chi to Mount Qingsa to look for
Hold
a
on.
certain herb. There's still a chance we might turn things around if we're lucky. Oh, and speaking of Qingsa, has his lordship been there recently, Master Xingqiu?
To Qingsa village, you mean?
Yes, we visit there every year during Phantom Rite to run a clinic. But this year, before the clinic had even started, they sent someone all the way here to ask for medical advice. The situation seems urgent.
And then the patient from Mondstadt, who I just saw, tells me he stopped off in Qingsa village during his journey. I can't help but wonder if there's some connection.
Interesting. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe great-grandfather visited some friends in Qingsa village not too long ago. My father went with him.
Aha! Just as we suspected.
What is it? I heard the rumors about a god's remains in Qingsa. Is that what's causing this? God's remains? Which one? Well, firstly, I read about this in a book I bought from a street vendor, so it's not the most credible source. But the book told of a hidden palace in the Qingsa mountain range called the Hidden Palace of Zhou Formula. It is enchanted with the 7 and 8 gates method, with which it suppressed countless evil spirits, the most revered of them being a god known as Tao Do.
I still want to say Do because it just, I don't know, it feels weird to say Tao Do.
Wait, so Tao Du's remains? That's what's causing this mystery illness?
Interesting.
Not to steal anyone's thunder, but while I do suspect a connection with Qingsa village, I highly doubt that god remains are the cause.
That's right. The slightest trace of God remains, and Baishu and I would have surely sensed them.
Good point. Then what could be the true cause?
Master Xingqiu, I will head to Qingsa village to investigate further after Chi-Chi returns. Hopefully, I will have more answers after that.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah, we're pros at gathering stuff. Just tell us where to go and we'll track down those herbs, no problem.
I am most grateful for the offer. I'll be sure to let you know if I need your assistance.
Thank you for everything, Dr. Baishu.
Merely doing my duty.
Well, you take care of yourself too, Baishu.
Don't worry about me. I'm keenly aware of my limits.
Harley, Paimon, it was good to see you. But now I must return home and relay Dr. Baishu's words to my family. I'll come with you. I want to take another look at his lordship's room. Very well. Bye, everyone, and don't worry about me. I'm doing fine. In all honesty, I've never been as close with my great-grandfather as my father and grandfather. Given his age, he already wasn't speaking much by the time I was around.
Hey, come on now. We get that you don't want us to worry, but there's no need to downplay it, alright? We should be supporting you here, not the other way around.
Paimon's a lot smarter than I remember. I guess it's been a long time since we last met.
Hey! Simon's always been smart.
You know, recently, a phrase that Hu Tao always says has been on my mind a lot. Live in life, die in death. But she must be exceptionally busy these days, as I've barely seen her at all. So how about we all go for a meal together in a few days' time, when everything's calmed down? Sounds great. I'm free whenever. Then it's decided. See you in a few days.
Even though Baishu ruled out God remains as the cause, Paimon still wants to get to the bottom of this Tao Do business. Oh, it's a shame Kuching had to disappear before she could tell us more.
Lanyan seems quite knowledgeable about it too.
True. Then let's head back and ask her. Come on, Xiangling's waiting on us too.
Something else I can help you with?
About the god remains in Mount Qingsha.
Still musing about that, I suppose you're remembering the events with Jiang Li and Jiang Liang from last time. It did cross our minds as well. At the time, we assumed the god remains in question with a Qi blood, but hearing what Master Xingqiu has to say has us second-guessing ourselves. Perhaps it wasn't the Qi after all, but Tao Du.
Either way, there's no trace of any god remains on his lordship or Timaeus. There has to be another explanation for their symptoms.
Yes, we'll just have to wait until Chi-Chi comes back.
Ah, you're back. Thanks again for helping me get Timaeus to the doctor. Please, take this Mora as a small token of our gratitude.
You shouldn't have. I barely lifted a finger. Well, that's got to be an understatement. I doubt you carried me all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy by one finger. Honorary Knight, I can't thank you enough. Please, let us give you something for your efforts.
Paimon thinks you're misunderstanding what that phrase means, but okay.
You'll have to excuse him. I think his efforts to learn the local dialect have fried the language part of his brain.
That's real.
Alright, well, no more studying for you. Go get some rest. Doctor's orders. And if you take a turn for the worse, get back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away.
By the way, where did Lan Yen go?
Ah, yes. I almost forgot to mention. She said she went to catch up with Director Hu. She told me to pass on the message.
Wait, so she left?
Yinga, I'd like 3.
Oh, what's this? Is Scent of Spring under new management?
Perish the thought. Miss Ying'er had to run an errand, so I'm just watching the shop until she gets back.
Aha, I see. Well, Miss Temporary New Management, could I trouble you for 3 boxes of red dust under rolling clouds?
Red dust under rolling clouds.
I think that rings a bell. Not a scent the average young lady would choose, though.
Damn, she's prying.
Correct. So you probably won't find it on the shelves. More likely hidden in a corner at the back somewhere. Would you mind digging it out?
Not at all. One moment. Here. Is this what you're looking for? If I'm not mistaken, it's used exclusively for ritual purposes.
Yeah, she's prying.
Oh, a lady of culture, I see. That is not common knowledge.
Let me wrap this up for you.
Prying or is she autistic? Yes, fair.
Wait. I see it now. You're from the Lan lineage of Chen Yu Vale, aren't you?
Huh? How can you tell?
Your hairpiece. It's the Jade Plume Silverwing, one of the 3 immortals of Tao Du. Am I right or am I right?
How did... Sorry, who are you?
Let's just say I'm a fellow lady of culture. But alas, I'm in a rush today, so I'll have to say goodbye for now. I hope we meet again soon, Miss Temporary New Management.
Huh? Grandpa was right. Liyue Harbor is full of hidden talents. I would never have expected the average perfume customer to be so knowledgeable.
Director Who? I gotta say, that outfit looks really good on you.
Why, thank you, Miss Ying-Ah. I was just procuring some perfume from your fine establishment. Your temporary replacement provided a magnificent service.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Wait, Director Who?
That's funny. That's funny in English.
Hey, we're back. Thanks for watching the store, Madame Lan.
She didn't charge me.
Miss Ying-Er, that person you spoke to just now. Who was that?
Hu Tao. Director Hu Tao of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Huh? But I thought she wore the funeral parlor uniform. With the Harmony hexagram hat?
I guess she just changed into something more festive for the festival.
Shoot! I was face to face with her, and I had no idea. Sorry, Miss Ying-Er, something's come up. Please let the others know I had to leave.
Interesting.
Huh? What could possibly be so urgent?
And then she just ran off after Hu Tao. Weird.
Maybe she'll be at the funeral parlor.
Are you going to look for her? If so, could you take this with you? I just found it in the store.
Huh? Wait, isn't this one of those rattan figures?
Whatever it is, we don't sell them. So I'm guessing Madame Lan left it here by accident.
Yeah, well, she definitely makes these. Although, this one's pretty different from the one she made for the street fair. Plus, it has a sigil on it for some reason.
I wonder if she's putting out these rattan dolls to like ward off the stuff that's making people sick. And that's why she was giving it to Xingqiu's like great grandfather, but maybe it wasn't strong enough.
Not the kind of thing you see every day, that's for sure. It could be important, so if it does belong to Madame Lan, I'd like to get it back to her as soon as possible.
Well, then let's head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor again. Whatever it's for, the sooner she gets it back, the better.
You are gonna concentrate on resting and recovering for the next few days. You hear?
Yes, ma'am. What the lady wants, the lady gets.
Now there's a turn of phrase I could get used to.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Hey, Miss Undertaker! Are Hu Tao and Madame Lan back yet?
Sorry, I'm afraid not.
Really? How strange. They were definitely heading this way. Maybe Hu Tao had another appointment. Any idea where we might find them?
If it was anything business related, I expect the director would have let me know.
I was aware she had a meeting earlier today, for instance. But she doesn't keep me informed about her private affairs.
So you're saying Hu Tao is dealing with a private matter?
It's possible. The director seems to have had a lot on her mind lately. In the past, she'd usually show up to work in the mid-morning, but recently she's been getting here before the sun's up. She said she's had trouble sleeping and has been dreaming more than usual.
Interesting.
Trouble sleeping? Are we talking about the same Hu Tao here? That doesn't sound like her at all.
You might want to talk to our consultant, Zhongli. He's closer to her than I am.
Oh, good idea. How did we not think of that? So, where could we find him? Probably sipping tea somewhere, right?
He's just across the road on the second floor, watching an opera. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear it.
Do discordant tones and tragic fates.
Oh yeah, Paimon here's singing!
It's probably Yujing, right?
Seems like Zhongli is the only one taking it easy today. Let's go say hi.
Swallows will return for a new nest. Can Guoba eat? That's a good question. I think so. Remarkable, Miss Yun. You have breathed fresh life into an old classic, and I dare say surpassed the original.
You flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. I'm just glad my voice held out. I'm a little out of practice.
Nonsense, Miss Yun. You are as stunning as ever. And if that was you out of practice, well, the official Lantern Rite performance is sure to be truly sensational.
Hey, Zhongli! Hey, Yunjin! How's it going?
Wow, Harley and Paimon. What a lovely surprise.
It's been too long, old friends. Are you here for the opera?
Oh dear, what a pity. I'm afraid you just missed today's performance. And Miss Yun needs to rest her voice now, or she'll strain it.
It's okay, Tea Master Leo. These two are friends of mine. If they'd like to hear me sing, a few more minutes won't do me any harm.
Aw, thanks, Yujin. But hopefully you don't think we came here just to show up late and demand a private performance.
Oh, of course not. I'm guessing you're here for Mr. Zhongli then?
Oh, and how might I be of why? Oh, and how might I be of assistance?
Okay, so a friend of ours left something behind at a shop. We're trying to return it to her, and all we know is she's probably with Hu Tao. Any idea where Hu Tao might be?
The director is a free spirit who roams far and wide. She could be most anywhere.
Oh, great. Well, this is just fantastic.
Is it something important? The thing she left behind, I mean.
That's the thing. We don't know what it's for, but we want to get it back to her as soon as possible just in case she really needs it.
Show the rattan figure.
Oh, goodness! That's what you're trying to get back to her? But isn't that a pentad rattan?
Pentad rattan? So you recognize this?
Haven't you heard? The word on the street is that the patriarch of the Feiyun Commerce Guild has fallen gravely ill. They say his family found an ominous looking rattan figure in his bedroom, and there was a pentad fortune conveyance talisman on it. That cursed thing must have been put there to steal his good fortune. It's destroying his health, wealth, and every other good thing in his life.
They say curse, but like, do they know anything about the magic, or are they just judging?
And based on the description, your rattan figure looks suspiciously similar. It could even be the one that... get it away from me. I don't want that thing anywhere near me.
Like, did they know anything for sure about its purpose?
Relax, it's fine. This one definitely belongs to Madame Lan. Besides, we've had it on us this whole time and nothing bad's happened to us yet.
Madame Lan? You mean from the Chenyu Vale Artisans Association?
Oh, now that would explain a lot. The Lans of Chenyu Vale practice Chi-Men magic. This Pentad fortune conveyance business would be right up their alley. This leaves only one question unanswered. Namely, why would the Lans of Chenyu Vale have a bone to pick with the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
But do we know for sure that it's doing bad things? Like, are we just speculating?
What? Will you listen to yourself?
Exactly.
Seriously believe all that? You'd sooner convince Paimon that Rex Lapis was a slime.
Slime theory? The latter is certainly the more compelling theory. Master Liyue, you appear to have been misinformed by these rumors, and also failed to notice the Guyan sigil on this particular rattan figure.
Oh? Please enlighten me, Mr. Zhongli.
This is the sign of Vice Ravana, one of the 4 main exorcism sigils, a most upstanding and auspicious sign, by no means cursed. As a matter of fact, a series of fortune coins bearing the exorcism sigils recently entered circulation in Liyue Harbor. I am somewhat surprised that you didn't recognize it, Master Liyue.
Oh, yes, of course, I remember now. And thank you for jogging my memory, Mr. Zhongli. I am humbled by your superior erudition.
The estimate makes an ass out of you and me, bro!
This makes way more sense than Madame Lan going around trying to curse people to death.
I guess the rattan figure they found in his lordship's room must have been put there by someone in his family to bring good luck.
In that case, there's a good chance Madame Lan also purposely left this behind to keep Timea safe and well.
In all likelihood, yes.
Guess we don't need to find her so urgently after all. We were just worried that losing this might have ruined her plans. But that said, what did she need Hu Tao for anyway? And what is Hu Tao up to that's keeping her so busy? Paimon has a bad feeling about it for some reason.
I wonder if it's to do with the fact that, like, this shit is happening and she needs Hu Tao's help with something to address it. Any ideas, Zhongli? The director's mind is a labyrinth I could not hope to comprehend. She probably has more things she has to think about than the rest of us combined.
Are any of those thoughts the kind that might keep someone up at night?
She has never mentioned that. But as the director of the Wangshong Funeral Parlor, she has a solemn duty to balance the forces of life and death in Liyue. I would be surprised, and even a little unsettled, if she were truly as carefree as she appears.
I agree. I've known Hu Tao for a while now, and for all her eccentricities, she takes pride in what she does. As her friends, we should just be there for her when she needs us.
Indeed. The director's competence is the only reason I can afford to sit here, enjoying a fine cup of tea and listening to the opera.
Having a competent boss isn't an excuse to slack off, you know.
I think Mr. Zhongli just means that you should have faith in Hu Tao. There's no need to worry about her so much.
Fair point. Somehow seeing how calm Zhongli is about the whole thing does make Paimon feel much more at ease.
You two ought to be out enjoying the festivities. The Lantern Rite only comes once a year, so make the most of it. If you're still worried, take this. What is it? A fortune coin. It has recently become customary to give them as gifts, so in the spirit of the season, this is my gift to you.
Wow, Zhongli actually left the house with cash? Now this is a Lantern Rite to remember.
If the citizens of Liyue knew that Paimon was dogging on the Geo-Archon like that, then they'd have a heart attack. So true.
Goodness gracious. Mr. Zhongli, that looks like a very special coin you have there. Is that one of the fabled Rex coins?
Rex coin?
Yes. Look at the design on the face. It's quite different from the typical coins you see in circulation. It appears to be a symbol of Rex Lapis. There's no doubt about it. This is a Rex coin, which means it once passed through the hands of the Lord of Geo himself.
Right fucking now, in fact. This is simply a curio I picked up from a street vendor, Master Liyue. Almost certainly a replica, but I can introduce you to the vendor if you are interested.
Oh, so it's just a souvenir then? I assumed it was a family heirloom of great value.
Harley, please take this. May it bring you comfort when your mind is troubled.
So it's an anti-anxiety coin? How is that supposed to work?
Ah, well, even if the coin itself is a replica, the symbol of Rex Lapis is still genuine. And if the symbol is real, so are its effects. So as long as you have this coin, Rex Lapis will always be with you. Mr. Zhongli, would you mind showing me to the vendor from whom you acquired this coin? I wouldn't mind procuring a little of the Lord of Geo's good fortune for myself.
Very well. The walk will do me good. Friends, may we meet again soon.
By the way, I'll be performing the Sanctification of Tao Du on the day of the Lantern Rite. That's the one I was just practicing earlier. It's only a few days away now. I'd be honored if you could come and support me.
Oh, that's what you were singing just now? Paimon definitely wants to hear the full thing. We'll be there. We were actually learning about the 8 Adepts earlier, but we never found out who the 3 Beasts of Tao Du were.
Oh, really? Well, for starters, the 3 Beasts of Tao Du are also known as the 3 Immortals of Tao Du. They were the lone butterfly of the crimson flame, the jade-plumed silverwing, and the gold-eyed celadon mare. 3 auspicious beasts, all with the power to take on human form.
Oh, so they really weren't human, huh? The lone butterfly sounds pretty self-explanatory, but what about the silverwing and celadon mare? What kind of creatures were they?
Silverwing was a swallow, and the celadon mare was a white horse. Legend holds that after purifying Tao Du, Silverwing and Windreader went wandering together, but the white horse retreated into seclusion. Have you ever read Moonlit Bamboo Forest? That story mentions a white horse that roamed the Chingsa mountain range. A lot of people think she was the gold-eyed celadon mare.
Oh, cool! So, what about the butterfly? What did they get up to?
The lone butterfly gave her life during the purification spell. She was only one of the 8 to sacrifice herself in this way. Even though the 8 had remarkable powers, purifying a god of Tao Du's caliber was no mean feat. They had to resort to a secret art called the 7 and 8 Gates Array. The method involves why can't I speak? The method involves
What the fuck?
The method involves
Oh my god.
The method involves obfuscating one of the gates so that evil can't escape. The lone butterfly was in charge of the gate that was chosen to be obfuscated, and so she disappeared from the world in the process.
Oh, that's so tragic.
But all was not lost. According to the legend, Old Man Wu Wang, another one of the 8 who looked up to her a lot, took up her mantle and kept her legacy alive.
Interesting. Huh. And then he taught that to the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, right? Didn't they train under him?
Exactly. That's where it feels like fate came into play. After giving her life to restore order to the realm of the dead, some chance meetings ensured that future generations continued using her methods to guard the border between life and death. So although she herself disappeared from the world, her mission to protect Liyue is still alive and well, thousands of years on. Anyway, that's basically the whole story of how the 8 Adepts purified Tao Du.
Now we finally have names for the full roster. Thanks, Yunjin.
My pleasure. I haven't performed this opera in a long, long time, so I still have a fair bit of brushing up to do before I'm ready.
Don't practice too much or you'll tire your voice out.
Thanks. I appreciate it. See you around.
Hey, guys! Are you finally done? I've been waiting forever!
Poor Shangling.
Huh? Oh, Xiangling, what are you doing here? Tracking you guys down, obviously. You really made me work for it, too. It's honestly a little rich that you're out here telling everyone else to take care of themselves and keep a good work-life balance when you are apparently too busy to eat. Keep this up and I'll have to drag you to the dinner table and force-feed you my delicious cooking against your will.
Dumb.
Here we are. I present to you Chef Xiangling's newest creation, Drunken Plums in Snow.
Damn.
You must be starving, surely. Go on, dig in. Wow, this is so nice of you, Xiangling. Paimon hadn't noticed how hungry she had gotten, but smelling that food is making Paimon ravenous. Sounds like you have a tough life, hey, Paimon? Sometimes you feast, but sometimes a traveler lets you go hungry.
That's
You should ditch the
crazy.
traveler and hang with me from now on. You'll never go hungry again.
What the fuck? No grilled chicken drumsticks.
Ooh, now that is a tempting offer.
Enjoy watching her eat your whole business into oblivion.
Oh, come on! It's only one extra customer.
With 4 stomachs.
I was only kidding. I know Paimon loves to eat, but I think it'd take more than food to pry her away from your side. Anyway, enough about that. Time for you guys to eat. Whatever your plans are after this, they'll go much better on a full stomach.
First stanza complete.
It's been 2 whole days. Surely Hu Tao must have finished her work by now. Let's go to the funeral parlor and check. Hey there, it's us again.
Hello, you two. I'm so sorry, but if you're looking for the director, I'm afraid she still hasn't returned.
What? She still isn't back after 2 whole days?
Is that normal?
Not exactly, but it's not unheard of. The director is unpredictable sometimes. She's been known to disappear for up to 2 weeks.
What the fuck?
Okay, well in that case, a couple of days isn't a huge deal. Hu Tao will be Hu Tao.
Yeah. Hey, I spy Harley and a Paimon. Man, how long's it been? Happy Lantern, right?
Oh, hey, Gaming.
Happy Lantern, right, Gumming?
So, what brings you here?
I gotta make a delivery to Chenyu Vale. It works out nicely, because my dad's eager for me to get home for the holidays anyway. So, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Hold on. A delivery from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor to Chenyu Vale? Is this for the Feiyun Commerce Guild by any chance?
Wait, what? Have you been learning fortune telling or something? How could you know that?
No. We just ran into Xingqiu a couple of days ago, so he told us the news.
Phew, you scared me there for a second. I thought we'd sprung a leak on the one job that we were specifically told has to be extremely hush-hush. But it sounds like you found out from another source, so we're all good. Miss Undertaker, is everything ready to be loaded up? If so, I'll do a quick inventory count and then we'll be on our way.
The goods are ready for inspection. This way, please.
Wait, Gaming! The last we heard, Baiju was still trying to figure out a way to help Xingqiu's great-grandfather. So, did it not work then?
Oh, the Baiju part is news to me. But anyway, the master from the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that they just want to ship some items back home to get ahead of the situation. I guess they're hoping for the best and planning for the worst. So don't worry, there's still hope.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, Traveler, do you think we should go see Xingqiu?
Before you run off on a wild goose chase, Master Xingqiu's already back home in Chenyu Vale. He and his brother made the trip together. Why can't I speak today? He and his brother made the trip together. Something about checking if any repairs are needed at the family home.
That doesn't sound promising.
Let's check in with Baiju.
Yeah, he's sure to know what's going on.
Alright, well, I'd better get moving. Next time, we're going for dim sum.
Baiju, what are the chances? We were just about to go looking for you.
A most curious coincidence. He was searching for you too.
I was indeed. Traveler, there's a situation I need your help with.
Has his lordship taken a turn for the worse?
No, his condition is stable for now. This is a different situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's about Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi? What's wrong with her? Has she passed out too?
She still hasn't come back from her herb gathering trip. It was 2 days ago that she left, and she was supposed to return the same day.
Damn.
Oh, maybe all the mountain climbing slowed her down. Or maybe she got bored of work and turned it into a vacation.
Given Chi-Chi's unique condition, we always make sure to write the agreed return time in her notebook.
There is also a rule in the notebook which says, not finding herbs, okay. Getting home late, not okay. But she's now over a day late, and still no sign of herbs.
Yikes! Has this ever happened before?
Never, hence our concern that something has happened to her. So we posted a commission at the Adventurers Guild yesterday.
But I've dealt with many adventurers in the past, and they don't always fill me with confidence. So I'm not comfortable leaving the search for Chi-Chi to them alone.
Neither am I. Just this morning, some of the adventurers were back already, saying they found the place where Chi-Chi went missing, but got spooked because it was haunted. Needless to say, they did not catch
I can't speak today.
Needless to say, they did not catch a glimpse of Chi-Chi herself.
In short, right now, you are the only person I feel I can trust completely.
Where did you send her to go herb gathering?
Wulong Hill, in the Chingsa mountain range.
Oh.
Chingsa again, huh?
Indeed. It's looking increasingly likely that something untoward has happened up there. I saw 2 new patients yesterday. Their symptoms were identical to those present in Timaeus and his lordship.
We can discuss that later. Right now, we should go.
Yep, finding Chi-Chi is the #1 priority right now. We'll update you as soon as we can.
Thank you both. I'm counting on you.
The funeral parlor has no master. Yujing Terrace, whatever the fuck that said. Calls the troops, okay. Coming.
Is it just Paimon, or is this place creepier than ever? Paimon really hopes Chi-Chi's okay.
Oh. Get fucking wrecked, I guess. Oh, hello.
Take your truth in your dreams. By ordinance divine. Yeah, scatter.
Hell yeah. 73k melt.
No pain, no gain.
No touching.
Oh yeah, true. Full Liyue.
Look! It's another one of Lan Yan's rattan figures! Does that mean she's been here?
Probably, and likely with Hu Tao.
Just what are they up to? Oh, Paimon's got it! They came here to go ghost hunting!
Well,
People from the Adventurers Guild did say Wulong Hill was haunted. Hu Tao knows all about ghosts, and Lan Yan's rattan figures have all those witness sigils on them. So she must know what she's doing too.
then what happened to Chi-Chi? Maybe she's with them.
1 second. Oh, okay. Hear Paimon out. Chi-Chi's a zombie, so her joints are stiff. That means she can't run too fast, and so she must have gotten kidnapped by a ghost.
A perfectly logical argument, but somehow still not very credible.
All right then. Well, let's keep looking for clues. We'll see who's right soon enough.
Oh yeah, it'd be cool if she had her skin color.
Huh? What was that sound?
Calm down, Paimon. She's about to get jump scared, isn't she?
Coming!
Is it really? Okay. Hold up. It's me.
Yelan, what are you doing here? We were told this place was haunted. Well, guess it kinda was, just not by ghosts, apparently.
You didn't tell me Yelan wasn't voiced.
That's right. I managed to scare off a few rookie adventurers, but it looks like you're not so easy to spook. Anyway, don't go any further. There's danger up ahead.
But we have to find Chi-Chi! She went missing around here and she could be in danger!
I'm aware of the situation. My contacts in the Adventurers Guild filled me in. I found an herb gatherer's basket part way up the mountain, possibly belonging to Chi-Chi. But I don't think she's here anymore.
Huh. What makes you so sure?
Because I scoured this whole place looking for clues. That's how I know that the immediate area is safe. Beyond this point, I can't be sure. So you're here to look for Chi-Chi as well? No. I'm investigating the unknown disturbance here. About a month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs noticed an unusual spike in the number of elderly people seeking medical care in Qingce Village. Plus, they all seem to be suffering from an unknown illness.
Baiju noticed that too! He's convinced that something's up in Qingce Village.
Actually, we discovered that the source of the problem isn't Qingce Village itself, but where we are now, Wuwang Hill. But the village isn't far from here, and the elderly residents are particularly vulnerable, which is why they've borne the brunt of it.
Huh. The plot thickens.
I'll bet Hu Tao and Lanyan... No. I'll bet Hu Tao and Lanyan knew something.
Probably. If only we knew where the heck they'd gone.
I might have some idea.
Really? So where are they?
It's somewhere difficult to reach. For now, you should come with me. We need to speak with Ningguang.
What? Why?
Don't act so surprised. I just shared top secret information with you. Surely you didn't think I would let you walk away.
What are you gonna do?
I'm kidding. Ningguang is well aware of the situation with Director Hu, and everything I've seen suggests that Lanyan and Chi-Chi have ended up in the same place as her. Come on, Ningguang will explain everything. In the past, I would have said no way. I mean, I'd be happy to join you, but I'm not about to tell my crew they won't get to go home for the festival this year. And that all goes without saying, unlike what I hope you're going to say next. You sure have a way with words. Alright, fine. It's a yes. The Gate of Fright, Gu and Stone Forest, yeah? I'll handle it. I knew I could count on the great Captain Beidou to answer the call of duty. Save the compliments. Just make sure you pay my crew properly. It's Lantern rate, so they'll be expecting 5 times their usual rate. The deal is sealed, and then the trap is sprung. Well, you've got me now. So what about your share, How much will that rob me of? Oh, please. Firstly, no one can rob the Qianquan. Not even me. And secondly, keep my share. It's my gift to you. Go buy yourself a new hairpin with it. Lesbians. Saves me a trip to the market, right? Oh hey, Harley and Paimon.
Ahoy there, Captain Beidou!
Gifting hairpins is a sign of romantic interest. Ah, little Paimon. That bright-eyed enthusiasm is exactly what Ningguang needs. She's conscripting you, by the way. Got some real back-breaking work lined up for you.
What?
Sorry, I got a dash. See you around, folks. Oh yeah, and happy Lantern Rite. I'm not gonna say it back. Yelan clearly knows me well. She's brought you two here without me needing to say a word. Beidou said you were conscripting us? Beidou never passes on an opportunity to wisecrack at my expense. She's not exactly wrong, though, is she? Harley and Paimon have actually been there before. That makes them the perfect candidates.
Been where? Where's
I know you're looking for someone, and I don't wish to waste your time, so I'll get right to the point. From what I understand, Director Hu Tao, Miss Chi-Chi, and Miss Lanyan are currently stranded inside the border. Oh, they probably went to sort out the Tao Do thing, and it went badly.
Border? The border? That border?
Yes, that border. The border between life and death.
Whoa! When did you find out about the border? Wait, and how did you know we'd been there before?
Yelan knows everything. Come on.
Oh, right. Literally your job to know that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Good job.
How are you so sure they're at the border? Time is limited, so I can't go into full detail, but let me give you a brief bit of background on the current situation. 1 month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs became aware of an unusual illness affecting the elderly of Qingse. A couple of weeks later, Director Hu came to report a potential disturbance in the border. The Ministry of Civil Affairs investigated, and sure enough, found an ominous presence on Wuwang Hill. Then 3 days ago, Hu Tao came to us again, this time to update us that she was now ready to go to the border and investigate the situation in full. We had agreed to meet again yesterday, but she failed to show up. That's when I sent Yelan to investigate further. Director Hu's last known location was Wuwang Hill. Same goes for Chi-Chi and Lanyan. I'm about 90% sure all 3 of them are stuck in the border.
If even Hu Tao can't get out, there must be something seriously wrong.
Yelan probably does know how much you pee. Now that you know the situation, are you willing to travel to the border and rescue Hu Tao and company? Your prior experience exploring that realm makes you our best hope.
Of course! If our friends are in trouble, we'll help however we can. But there's one problem. Last time we went to the border, Hu Tao led the way. We don't know how to get there on our own.
I'm guessing Ningguang already thought of that? You can seek assistance from the Conqueror of Demons at Wangshu Inn. He will show you the way.
Oh, Xiao, of course!
Yelan was preparing to travel to the border herself before you 2 entered the picture, so naturally he has been briefed on the situation. Understood, we will head out right away. This rescue mission is of the utmost importance. Director Hu must be brought back safe and sound. Consider it done. Then I'll wait here for the good news. We got lucky. If I'd gone, I don't know what my chances would have been. But don't go putting your feet up just yet, Yelan. I'm afraid I have another mission for you. Yeah, I figured that might be the case. What's the situation? The gate array. We've now found the locations for the gates of life, concealment, fright, and injury. Is that right? Kuching and Ganyu are handling the gates of life and concealment, and Captain Beidou has agreed to take the Crux fleet to guard the gate of fright. That leaves the gate of injury. I've racked my brains, and other than the Conqueror of Demons, I can't think of anyone more suitable for this one than you. Oh. I see. It's in the chasm. That's right. As for the remaining 4 gates, we are working to calculate their positions based on what we know of the array so far. It shouldn't take long now. When I last saw Director Hu, she said that if worst comes to worst, activating the 7 and 8 gates array may be our only option. But if you have doubts, I would like to hear them. I don't know much about this magic array, but doesn't it involve obfuscating one of the people involved? This is what troubles me too. Let's continue this discussion another time.
Xiao, you're already here!
It's you 2? Where's Yelan? There's been a change of plan. Do you have any idea how dangerous this mission is?
We'll be fine! Danger's never stopped the traveler before, has it?
Yeah. The border between life and death is a treacherous place at the best of times, and the recent disturbances will only make it more so. You will face great peril at every step of the way. There are people stranded there. We have to get them back.
Exactly! Plus, we made a promise to Ningguang.
Please, go back and tell them to send Yelan instead.
What? Are we not good enough?
The fuck? I would feel more comfortable sending Yelan. She is privy to a secret art practiced by her clan. Plus, she has extensive experience in battle. If anything was to happen to Harley...
Oh, so you're just worried for her safety. Wait, but she has extensive experience in battle too.
But we don't know thaumaturgy.
Come on, think of something.
We promised Zhongli we would go.
Huh? What do you...
Show Xiao the Rex coin from Zhongli.
Oh, yeah. So, this is a protective talisman that Zhongli gave us. It even has the symbol of Rex Lapis on it, see? He said we'd better get Hu Tao back, safe and sound, or there will be consequences.
Your attempts to mislead me are futile. That coin is clearly a counterfeit. It carries only the symbol of Rex Lapis, and none of his power.
Oh, drat! Zhongli swindled us!
What's worrying you, Xiao? I fear the bad karma I carry would only disturb the border further. So while I can show you to the entrance, I cannot venture inside with you.
Oh, so that's what this is about? You're worried that you won't be able to rescue us if something bad happens, huh? Paimon can understand, but still.
I'm not the one you should be worried about.
Right! Hu Tao understands the border better than anyone. Without her, no one has a clue how to handle this situation.
Plus, we've been there before.
Yep, that makes us the second most experienced border goers after Hu Tao.
Don't know if that's exactly how that works. Dare to trust us. Very well. Then hold tight.
Ooh,
Baby boy.
That was fast.
The border should be nearby.
So, do you know the spell to open the border?
No. Balancing the forces of life and death has always been the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's domain. I am not familiar with their craft. But since the border has been disrupted, Fetor is leaking out. We simply need to find where the leak is. That will be your entrance. Evil conquering!
That was amazing! So you can see Fetter?
Okay, yeah, that's the American pronunciation. With my Adeptus perception, I can sense the presence of the abnormal. Whether it's Fetor or not, we shall see soon enough. Let's go. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, he's slowly losing HP. Okay.
Worthless.
Oh, okay.
Monsters!
Oh. I just wanted to see what the build was. Okay, yeah. The fetter has sent them into a frenzy. Stand back.
Here. Worthless. Here.
What? Where am I going? Oh. But what? What am I hitting?
Here.
Hello? Oh, it's here. I was trying. This is the place.
Looks like it was Fetter you saw back there after all.
As I said earlier, this is as far as I can accompany you, or I risk doing more harm than good. You'll be on your own from here. Don't worry, we'll be okay. Lean your head in for a second. Oh, okay. Kavirudaka! Whoa.
Huh? What did you do?
I placed a witness sigil on your forehead, so you can share my powers of perception. Now you'll be able to see the fetter. There's no knowing what things are like in there, but hopefully this will help. When you find them, call my name. I will open a passage and pull you out.
Thanks, Xiao. You've thought of everything. Back in a jiffy.
Be extremely careful. Enter the border. Returning to this once familiar place, you find it afflicted by a calamity of unknown origin, such that even the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor herself has been trapped within. If you choose to venture deeper, you must proceed with the utmost caution.
Paimon kinda recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
Oh, okay. The colouring on this tea thing, like, reminds me of Chenyu Vale puzzles. Truthful Huck? Yes. Yeah, that one. Xiao's abilities, look for anything unusual. Oh.
Access denied. Fulfill our pact. Yeah, scatter.
Mighty mythical beast!
Just. Yay.
The path ends here. Should we jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time?
Whoa. Pretty. Yeah, this is giving Chenyu Vale. It's interesting, it says find the 3 people who are trapped. It doesn't actually say who.
Huh. We're nearly at the end, right?
Oh, this
How
is
come
cool.
we still haven't found them yet? Also, it's kind of hard to tell that there's been a huge disaster here. It seems just as serene as last time. Maybe try using Xiao's ability.
Oh, this is cool. Oh. Wait.
Hey, that's one of Madame Lan's rattan figures! It just ran away! Let's go after it!
Where the fuck did it go? Oh. Oh, here we go.
The rattan figure is covered in feather! How did that happen? Let's see if there are any more.
Yeah.
Show no mercy.
Nice. What? Hello?
Why would Madame Lan leave her rattan figures here? It's like she's using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's 2, Paimon bets there's gotta be more.
I fucking attacked the rattan figure. This is so pretty. Can't wait to see Musashi exploring this domain. Oh, so there's 3 for each person, I guess. Interesting.
Ah! What's going on? Where is this? Oh, is this what the border actually looks like now? It's horrific. Get ready to jump again.
Okay. Whee. So yeah, I don't think it's a rich people thing.
I'm sleepy. Don't fall asleep, Chi-Chi. You've already absorbed too much feta. If you fall asleep, you'll never wake up again. But so sleepy.
Focus on my voice, Chi-Chi. You are not feeling sleepy. You are the most awake person in the whole world. Even if everyone else falls asleep,
Me trying to get up in the morning.
you're going to stay wide awake.
Whole world asleep. Chi-Chi awake. That was impressive. I didn't know hypnotism worked in reverse.
Even so, it doesn't really solve anything.
Hang in there. I'm close to figuring out how to get to the exit. Want to close my eyes and dream.
Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
A dream, huh? All right, Chi-Chi. Let me help with you. Let me help you with that. Now listen closely. This is how your dream is going to go. Picking herbs in the blazing sun, Chi-Chi wipes her brow. Picking herbs, Chi-Chi. She finds a temple on a hill and goes to seek the Tao. Temple on a hill. An old priest greets her at the door. Surprise! Her name's Hu Tao. Hu Tao? She grabs young Chi-Chi with both hands and buries her deep, deep underground. By Rex Lapis, she'll never be found. No, don't bury me. Help. Not so sleepy now, are you? No, wide awake with fright.
Drat! Hu Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
The monsters, you mean? Monsters.
Don't be afraid, Chi-Chi. We'll protect you.
It is her business model, yeah.
Madam Lan, Chi-Chi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you.
What the? Oh, so it was you guys. Holly, Paimon.
Oh, you frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
Let me guess. The Tianquan sent you? I knew she'd act if I missed our meeting.
Wow, so Hu Tao really planned ahead. She knew someone would come after her.
It's dangerous here. Time to get out.
It's not as simple as that. This place is changing constantly.
Ah.
Director Hu has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
This is very abyssal.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Call Xiao's name. Xiao!
You found them? Oh, the Conqueror of Demons is coming. Why, thank you.
No need. I'll open the passage now.
Monsters.
Drat! They must have sensed the new way out.
Let them come. It's their funeral. Courtesy of Director Hu.
This will take me a minute or so.
Hurry, we gotta fend them off.
I'll help too.
Oh.
Go. Swift as the swallow. Closing in.
Why are you over there? Please don't.
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Nice. Oh, go away. Fuck off. Oh, here he is.
You see, Shell? Told you we'd be fine.
I'm glad you made it out.
Excuse me, sir, but are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
You may spare the formalities. Is everyone okay?
We're alright, but Chi-Chi absorbed a little too much feta.
I don't know what this Hu Tao voice is. It's doing something. Start from the beginning. What exactly happened?
I was picking herbs. Then I saw a hole. I tried to block the hole. But instead, I fell in.
There's clearly something special about Chi-Chi. If I'd absorbed that much
Yeah, she's
feta,
not alive.
I don't think I'd still be around to tell the tale.
Chi-Chi's condition is certainly unique. But regardless, it was still a risky call.
Well then, let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we?
I'll take her. Your work is still not done, so you should return to Yujing Terrace.
Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right?
If it's a pyro slime, then they wouldn't be stressed. Right? I highly doubt it.
Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.